Keith Curtis, coming off 2024 World Championship hill climbs. Is this the weekend you were hoping for, or did you have higher expectations?
Definitely not the weekend I was hoping for. Definitely had higher expectations. It was just a bit of a weird weekend. Between the first run of the weekend, taking out a gate, just something caught the edge of my ski on that ice and just took that gate out last second. So that's kind of how it started out, which was weird. It's been a long time since I haven't qualified in all five in Jackson. The next few classes qualifying went pretty good, and then going on to Saturday qualifying mods to the top. I got the fast time of the day in 9 mod, and then open mod. Just took a poor line choice up top and thought I could jump over a rock and ended up sending me in the wrong direction. So I did not get an open mod either. So, 3 for 5 qualifying, which made it definitely difficult going into finals day. I had one chance to get it in every division, to be eligible to race for the King titles.
So, did you have a lot of pressure on your shoulders coming in to get your ninth King of Kings? Like, what was that feeling like going into the weekend for you?
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't call it a lot of pressure. I mean, racers can put whatever pressure they want on themselves for titles and stuff, and I felt good going into it. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit of a weird weekend for me. Just, just a bit tough, I guess. I don't know. There was
Yeah.
some,
And it's weird that it's an off weekend for you, considering that you still won two classes and came away with two Kings. You won Pro 9 Improved, you won Pro Open Stock, came away with Stock King and Improved King. Justin Thomas came away with King of Kings, though. Talk about your two finals runs in Improved Stock and Open Stock.
yeah. So the first run of the day was 9 improved, and it went really good. I was super happy with that run. It was smooth, it was fast, it was good. I ended up first in that one. And then open stock run went really good too. I felt great on that run. Stock booster was ripping. Everything felt really good. So both those runs went really good. From 9 improved, so how the schedule shook out, it went 9 improved to 9 mod. And I got to the top of the mountain in 9 improved and then went right back down and basically hopped on my 9 mod. I actually had some arm pump going up in 9 mod, which doesn't help holding on to a major horsepower snowmobile. So his timing was a little bit of the essence with this, but all the racers got to kind of deal with that unless they strategically place themselves in certain classes and work with the schedule. But yeah. So
So,
yeah, 9 improved and open stock went really good though.
so how did that 9 mod run? Like, what happened on that? Like you said, you came right off the mountain, got back on your 9 mod, and went back up. How did that run go?
Yeah. Yeah, the run it was feeling pretty good until I got like half to 3/4 of the way up, and then I started getting some arm cramp going on, some forearm cramping going on, and wasn't hitting the lines I quite wanted to, and then ended up taking out a gate too. So it was just a bit of a rough run. I don't know what my exact time was on that. I think I was off just in a couple seconds or so.
9 mod, you
Um,
show a high mark.
right. I still kept going to the top, and I made it to the
Yeah.
top. I think the
You
time
did
was
have a
like a
fast run. Yeah, you,
117
you would have
or
been right there
something
about
like that.
second. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Justin
Yeah,
was 115, Andy was 117, so you would have been right there had it not been for
yeah,
the gate.
yeah. So, yeah, it was an okay round. Obviously it's been a long time since I haven't, done very good in the mod classes. So that was kind of a bummer part, and I really wanted to be running for Mod King. I mean, those sleds are so much fun.
Yeah, it's kind of your
So.
forte. What was the hill like? We've had a couple rimshot races get canceled because of snow conditions. What was the snow like at Jackson?
As overall, like the depth of the snow wasn't too bad. I've raced Jackson in much less snow than we raced on. The bottom part of Jackson, below the first catwalk, was really icy, like probably more icy than normal. A lot of man-made snow. Kelly Canyon was super icy as well with that man-made snow, and then just with the thawing and freezing and then repeating, it definitely just hardened that snow like crazy. So the bottom part was hard, packed, and then once you got past the first catwalk, depending on the time of the day, it was kind of icier in the morning, and then it softened up throughout the day. Sunday was a bit cooler, so it stayed a bit harder throughout the entire day. But it did soften up somewhat, but not as much as Saturday. Saturday was pretty compliant and soft
Were you
on
happy?
top.
Were you happy with the gate positioning on Sunday? Seems like they had a lot of high marks up through 7 mod, and then they straightened things out going into 9 stock, and went from pretty much everybody high marking to now we're timing runs over the top. But you seem to stay a little more to the west than usual.
Yeah, it's interesting you bring that up. So, Jacksonville Snow Devils and they do a great job with this event and all their help and the entire crew that does this that hosts the event. They do an amazing job. So I don't want to take anything away from anything they've done. But my thoughts on the course is they should make it a little straighter for the 6 and 7 classes because it's typically icier in the morning. And it's really gnarly for those guys. I've been there, and it's so sketchy. They should straighten it out a little more for the 6 and 7 classes, and then tighten it up and make it a little more technical for the 9 and open classes. Put some more side hills in there and make it really technical and challenging for the 9 and open classes. I mean, Jackson is always technical and challenging, but if they throw a couple side hills in, it makes it even gnarlier.
Yeah, for sure. It seemed like the top half of the mountain was pretty straight.
It was, yeah. And the crazy part is in the 6 and 7 classes, it was gnarly. Like they were jumping over the trenches from the day before, and um, it was a really technical course. And then when the 9 and open classes came out, they kind of just straightened it out. So it was a little
Did
bit opposite, I think, of what should have went down.
Yeah,
But
and
you know,
it was kind of cool watching. I don't know if it was from 9 stock to 9 improved or 9 improved to 9 mod. The clouds lifted a little bit, and you guys were able to jump that middle catwalk. Did that
yeah, that
kind
was
of,
cool. That the first catwalk.
yeah, did that have a big impact on your just the overall feel?
Mm, not really. Actually, Andy was the first one to jump that 9 stock. So he actually jumped that 9 stock, and I saw him jump it. I was like, and I knew it was doable too. You just got to hit it right. And there, that whole area kind of opened up as time went on because there was a trench through there. And then eventually over time, like that area kind of got, the trench got pushed open. And you didn't necessarily have to jump it to be fast. But it was pretty cool in 9 mod. I think most of the guys jumped it, and it was a pretty fun jump.
Yeah, cool. All right, Keith.
Like you
Well,
said, the clouds kind of lifted and it just sun started coming down. It was pretty cool.
yeah, the weather was in and out all day. I was watching from the live stream because it's easier to cover the entire race from the live stream. But there were some parts of the day where you couldn't see the racers even when the camera was 30, 40 feet away from them.
Yeah, yeah. It was interesting weather-wise, that's for sure. For the racers, it wasn't, well, at least for me, it didn't feel too terrible. Um, I mean, it wasn't bluebird by any means, but we weren't necessarily going gate to gate, although there was a trench to follow too, which is helpful. If there was no trench to follow, it would be, even more difficult. I guess there were a couple times I was going up and it was a bit hard to see a couple spots, but yeah, it was okay. All the racers were in the same boat.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the cool part of it. They get these classes going, and everybody's racing the same mountain in the same weather for the most part in each class, which
Yeah,
which evens it out.
for sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, not the typical Keith Curtis weekend, but man, two world championships, two kings. That's a pretty impressive weekend still. And the best part is we go into next year with the ninth King of Kings still on the line, still attainable.
Yeah, overall, I'm really happy with the results, all considering. And I'm happy for and thankful for everyone in my corner. Just so many people out there helping out and making sure my sleds and my sleds are ready to go. And, my wife and kids being there all the time to help out. And Katie's sisters were even helping out with forearm, the pump going on. So that was awesome. And just, I got Dale and Tucker, the mechanics at home, always working on sleds. The the entire Polaris team, the engineers, marketing, race, like everyone's just there helping out. And it's an awesome race, and have a lot of great people in my corner to thank and help out. So
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
good.
All right. Well, nice work, man. Look forward to seeing you come back to Jackson next year.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm already looking forward to it.
All right. We'll talk to you later. For listening to this interview with Justin Thomas, 2024 Jackson Hole Snow Devils World Championship Snowmobile Hillclimb King of Kings. Today's show is brought to you by Polaris Snowmobiles. Check out the Polaris Pro Chaos RMKs at your local dealer, and also check out 320ranch.com for your next snowmobile trip in Big Sky, Montana.